Well, I'm at the GMOY Radio. This is Unfiltered. Y'all know what time it is. Well, now y'all don't. Y'all usually are expecting somebody else to be in the middle of this room table, somebody y'all never seen before. Y'all seen this man a lot. We have, again, our guest canceled today, so we are going to rewind to yesterday because we had the longest meeting we've ever had. So we lost our show for yesterday, which is fine. So we were doing top 10 Tuesday on Wednesday. And today is top 10 war movies. And always remember, we are presented by Street Smart Society. Check them out on Facebook and on their website at streetsmartsociety.com. So,
top 10 Tuesday.
Also, we're going to taste test some stuff for y'all because y'all, I feel like y'all love these. Yeah.
You see this guy always be worried about foods.
Nah.
Yes.
You want to.
Yeah,
but this isn't going to be bad. This is just croissants and some chocolate.
Yeah, we're not gonna do ourselves dirty, so we're just gonna try some things, just because we have abundance of things. And
let's try this.
Try this big ass croissant first.
So we're gonna try the croissant first, and we're gonna kick it off with our first movies while we're going through the.
Okay. Then it come in individual.
Oh damn.
Oh shit.
Okay, this isn't the baddest.
They're actually soft. I thought they were gonna be.
Of course, they're soft.
You cool?
All right.
So one of these up here.
That's good.
All right, you see it. Yeah. All right.
Top
10 Tuesday with a slasher.
Top 10 Wednesday.
Top 10 Wednesday. It's a real croissant. Like,
yeah.
It seems like they just.
There's not much in this.
It's dry-ish. Oh yeah, there's. Damn. You can't even see this. There's no chocolate in there. And I'm gonna show you the other half of the piece that I brought up. That's just a bun. Like that's just straight croissant. I smell chocolate.
Yeah, I smell chocolate, but I'm with him. I don't see chocolate.
It's in there somewhere.
It's all on one side. That was the messiest shit we ever had on the show. Sorry, people. I'm not a fan of these.
It's nothing.
Antonelli croissant. I mean, it's too much croissant for what you're advertising. You're advertising a delicious like snack of chocolate and cream or whatever, and it's just bread, flaky bread. It tastes like a flaky Pillsbury
with pieces of chocolate like scattered.
Yeah,
with like a butter knife amount of chocolate. Like, I don't know. That might have started a war between me and Antonelli.
Also, there's no cream. It makes it like
it's there.
No, there's not. James, stop telling the people it's there. It's there on the package.
I'm chewing on it right now.
It's there on this. It's not there in this.
It's not a lot. There's like it goes chocolate, a little bit of cream, chocolate.
A little bit of cream and chocolate.
Are you getting paid by these people on the low?
No. We're sponsored. No.
It's
what?
Which leads up to my number 10 on my movies.
What? That was fucking savage.
I mean, I'm really mad.
Okay, Push. I didn't know we had Pusha T in the studio.
Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Shout out to everybody who follows us on top 10s. Shout out to everybody who chimes in on the top 10. You can check it out on my page, Malachi Joel, or on the Grandma Worldwide Radio page. People have listed their top 10s. Even though I asked y'all what was y'all number one, people still gave me like 10 and then said no necessary order, which I kind of needed to number one. Shout out to Grandma Duke, Dion Dupree. He was in the building. He said his number one is Platoon. He acted out a scene as well, so I believe it is his favorite war movie. So that, with that being said, let's get into our top 10. Whoever can speak due to the croissant can go first.
All right, then I'll go first.
You got all types of stuff going on. Wow, man.
So my first movie, number 10, would be Planet of the Apes, the series, because we said we were going with series on that.
I had Planet of the Apes way higher.
I'm not actually personally a fan of Planet of the Apes. It's not like a series I can get into or go see on the first week. But the dialogue, the premise of it, and the fact that I feel like I'm seeing it manifest in real life in some places that are close to me. I relate, I guess.
Damn. I mean, I'm not gonna say it like that. The storyline is a relatable storyline. Planet of the Apes has always been around too. It's one of them like old classics too. Like it was old. I don't know who was in it. Who was the guy? Ben-Hur or the dude who played Ben-Hur? Charleston Heston or something like that.
What's his name?
Is that how you say his name?
Charleston Heston. Yeah.
He just seems like he was in anything older.
Yeah, he was
like
just
anything
like
old. That's the guy I'm picking as the main character. But even then, like just the idea of it and that it continues to come around, and there's been like many remakes. There's one with Anthony Carter Duncan or whatever when he was
Franco.
Huh?
So Franco was in one of James Franco.
Yeah, I think that was the same one.
Oh, yeah.
And then they
That
got
was
all
the
the
newest
revamp.
one.
Yeah.
Well, then they did the Mark Wahlberg one in 2001, and then but the whole series, like, it's supposed to be like one pretty much same timeline, but this is like showing the lead up. I guess the newest ones are like the lead up into it.
But with all that being said, I had it higher up on my list.
That's fine.
My number 10 is Schindler's List. It is the Holocaust movie. Something I seen in high school. You know, Older Dice, they took us there on, like, you know, trips for everybody. You know, it was just part of history.
Yeah.
I ate a big old bag of Reese's Pieces. Like, that's like the last time I ever eaten Reese's Pieces. But it's a dope movie. It's a dope. It was in black and white and had like one or two scenes that had color, or one scene actually, which made it really stand out. But it was just a deep storyline, and I actually just liked the movie. So Schindler's List stuck with me, so that would be my number 10.
Okay, my number 10 is Dead Presidents.
To represent me, get more.
I had it higher. Just to say.
I felt that Dead Presidents as a movie, you got the whole Vietnam aspect. You got the even social aspect at the very end. Well, I mean, just kind of like coming back. You didn't have a job. That you weren't going to be like getting anything. You didn't have any like luxuries. Just kind of
like the crack era of the time in the urban culture. So
I felt like the Chris Tucker ending is like a very poignant thing to like the community, like seeing him at the end, chair strung out. What was it? Vin Rames was taking care of dude's son, or like one of them Vin Rames looking niggas was taking care of dude's son.
I don't know. All I know and like remember, like, I mean, like at the very end, he's like, the judge gave him that, like, I was a World War II veteran. You know, you weren't a real, like, you know, soldier. You were fighting like a losing war. It's kind of like you just kind of see like the feeling of between two different generations.
Yeah, and they do look at that war. Like they always say that, you know, Vietnam War.
So I felt like that was a really I felt like not only as a social aspect of the movie, but I felt like it was like a good war movie too. I mean, like, it had both. You got the whole, you got the scene.
Bank robbery and all that. They got good scenes too. The whole paint. Come on, the main part of the movie is bank robbery.
Yeah, the bank robbery. Come on. Yeah.
Like, I mean,
again, I got it higher, so I mean, I'm cool with it.
I don't have it on my list, but I wouldn't have a problem with it being higher.
Now the question is, we both all have
ours
both on higher. I had we both had Planet of the Apes higher.
Yes. So does Schindler's List actually make the list for?
I think
Schindler's List might make the list
just to start it.
Yeah, because if Dead Presidents does make it, that'll probably be my argument later.
Damn.
But I thought maybe y'all got it higher, huh? Yeah. Okay, so Schindler's List.
I didn't know if anybody else would have Dead Presidents. That's why I was like, I can fight for 10. I definitely can do that.
I don't even know how to spell it.
So after that, it's on you, Malachi. Number 9.
All right, my number 9 is for, you know, I guess it's a different war from that one. I don't know when Tuskegee when.
It would be World War II, I think.
Okay, so it's a lot earlier. Or skipped a lot of history. Sorry, people. But Red Tails is my number 9 movie. Tuskegee Airmen type story. I like the Tuskegee Airmen movie, but I kind of like this one more. It wasn't as like documentative. So that's my number 9.
James?
Mine was The Dirty Dozen. That was a good one. Charles Bronson. Was it Tim Brown? Tim Brown from he was on there. He was in the movie. There was a lot of big stars and whatnot. It was a cool, funny movie.
They play that a lot, or it gets recognition. So it's not like one of the movies people don't.
It's just like that's one of mine. This one more. I don't know. I don't think.
So at home eating these croissants.
What?
Watching Dirty Dozen.
I'm not eating these croissants. Ain't that bad, but I can maybe toast it. But I would probably need to buy more like Nutella. It's
Man,
not
if you have to add to what they were trying to sell you.
Yeah. All right. You need to put more in here. You need to put more. This is a lie because this.
Thank you.
This
That's
is
all we
not
wanted.
the same.
That was all me and you wanted. Was you?
If you want the answer from me, yeah. Where the hell is the rest of this shit? Where's they like? This is not as advertised.
This nigga just pulled a Rick James from the
I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never stood on his couch. Yeah, I stood on his couch.
Yeah.
Just sit it from the beginning. All right.
My number 9 is this one will be smaller known, but I rock with this movie because it's a pre BC movie about a black man in war. Hannibal, Rome's worst nightmare. If I'm a history buff, and I love this movie. Is a big movie to me because Hannibal, before the eating faces Hannibal, there was Hannibal of Carthage. Carthage was the largest empire in the world before Rome took over, and his whole goal was to take over the Roman Empire. He took troops from Africa and traveled them through Spain and through the Alps with elephants and shit to go to Italy, and ran through Italy for about 10 years before he was never able to capture Rome itself. So he just basically pillaged Italy for 10 years. And then at some point, Rome sent troops back to Africa, fought Carthage in Africa and won. But he was the only thing that could have stopped the Roman Empire before Christianity technically did.
Oh, that's dope.
I mean, when you come with that much backstory,
And he was black. Again, he was black. A lot of people, this is another one of those people that they try to whitewash in media and try to make him, this was a dark-skinned, nappy-headed nigga. Like, this is not like, oh, he was Arabic. Like, this was a black man. At that time, he was respected. And he was, again, there was a political stuff. Like, he would have political talks with the Romans. These people respected him as a leader. So it's for that long ago, for hear that, like, this one of those ones where I'm like, stop thinking he was a slave, man. We was running shit at one point.
Oh, yeah.
well, with that argument,
I just needed to, because I know nobody's probably ever
no,
watched that
I'm
movie,
glad
so I
that you said all of that because I definitely didn't know. When I seen Hannibal, I didn't know where we was going with this. I was about to be like, how did you even put Hannibal Lecter on there? So,
How the hell did you?
I'm gonna wait for the argument first, though. Like, but
That's
I mean, I can't be mad at that.
Yeah. No.
And I have a form of Red Tails higher. I can say that.
Okay.
A form of Red Tails. That's not Red Tails. You're not getting my vote with a form of. Like, I know how this wording goes in this game. But I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. And due to me having to go back and watch that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
with
with what you gave that with that description and what I want to definitely see this. So yeah.
Now if I watch it and it ain't better than Red Tails on
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
all right, I don't know how it's going. None of that. I'm gonna
I
just
mean,
put
it's the
Hannibal,
same.
dot.
Just put it's Hannibal Rome's worst nightmare.
Hannibal.
So
Road.
this is you
I gotta
the
say this list like 4 times when I do the count back. So
and it's the same. Technically, it's the same. What's it called?
It's the same spelling for Hannibal.
No, I'm talking about both movies are both in the same setting. Italy.
what Red Tails and
Yeah.
Yeah, because Red Tails
nice
is
tie. Nice way to make me not feel bad about losing my vote. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you.
There's something.
Number 8.
All right. Number 8. 300.
Okay.
This is Sparta. Come on.
My number 8. You almost never get on any of my lists, man, because I don't rock with you that much. But Mel Gibson, The Patriot.
But, oh,
I forgot about the Patriot.
I forgot about the Patriot. That wasn't the one I want to pick for
Mel
him.
Gibson is on my list.
Yeah, he's on my list, but
I'm mad Matt's on your list and not the other Mel
yeah,
Gibson.
for real.
Yeah, for real. It could have been Passion of the Christ for all
Yeah,
that.
you can imagine. Yeah, shit. Those Roman soldiers. They were out. He was
Yeah, I
enemy
thought that
number
was
one.
yeah. I mean, I still would have bet over the other one, but still. My number 8 was Dead Men Walking.
Okay.
A small little movie for those that don't know, starring Eddie Griffin in it. The dad from Scandal. He was the preach or Rev, whatever. Eddie Griffin kept telling him to tell the story the whole movie.
And then the one Payne is on there too.
Yeah,
Which his career now,
What's
I
the
look at his
dude,
career differently.
not his name's not Payne. What's the
Walter?
dude? Jason Laird?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Alan Payne. Yeah.
Okay, he's in it. Yeah, it was a good. It was almost like Dead Presidents, but like before they came home. It was like how they acted in the war, and then like getting home is like the settling after war. But so it was like you can never find it. Like it's one of the movies that anytime you try to look it up, it never really pops up. So I just wanted to give it a shout out, even if it doesn't make the list. So Dead Men Walking, Eddie Griffin, the one dude. I don't even know what movie he's from. Dude, you didn't know his name? He was like, I didn't know that was his name. It's like Bonnet or
it's I know his last name is Sweat, and that's or Sweet.
Bonte Sweet. Or
Yeah, it was
something.
like
Bonte.
Never know his name, but he's in like every like LA hood movie or something. You know.
It looks like the younger version of the black dude that was in the OJ series with the glasses. Like that's what he looked like.
I have never.
But so I would roll with Moog on this one.
only
give you
because I had what you said 300 was your number 8.
Number 8, yeah.
I had 300 at 7. So
Okay. All right.
I'm all right with
see-
I know, and again, y'all know I rock with. That was the thing. I thought 300 might get higher. I don't have it on my list, but I thought it might get higher.
Okay.
And we're going with the first one, or y'all going with both?
I'm going with the first one. I didn't
First
watch
one, the second one was
The second one's the most confusing timeline ever because it's a movie based at the same. It's based
It's
before,
before,
during,
during,
and
and
after
after,
the first
yeah.
movie. Like it all happens before, during, and after. It's the dumbest timeline I've ever seen. Probably next to like
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
I might watch it.
Shit,
now.
yeah, Tokyo Drift fucked up everything.
Tokyo Drift was like that. I don't know.
We're gonna go jump 10 years.
All right, so
into
we're
the future.
going number 8. We going with we got Patriot or
I would say
Dead Men.
that. I would say Dead Men Walking.
Woohoo! Made the list.
Yeah,
didn't they?
Patriots not making. I'm telling you that right now.
Pretty sure y'all hate.
We got Dead Men. No, we have another one on there,
Yeah.
and that we definitely would pick over that. All right. Quick recap. Number 10, Schindler's List. Number 9, Hannibal Rome's Worst Nightmare. Number 8, Dead Men Walking. Number 7, it's on me. I had 300 at this point.
Okay. I had Starship Troopers.
You
Yeah.
better be going with this 300.
This is gonna be my super duper old throwback for everybody. Gone with the Wind.
I could throw this croissant at the camera.
Yo, fuck.
In
Are you
hopes.
for real?
I mean, it is in the setting. I did see that on like movies.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I seen it. I was hoping no one picked
Yeah,
it.
come on. You sat there for 3 hours watching that.
How often do you watch Gone with
Good
the Wind?
night. Like, fucking for real.
How
Like,
often
it
do
was
you watch
like,
Gone with the Wind?
I only watched it one time and that was enough.
I've never watched it.
I've
That
watched
was
it twice.
I've seen
You
it like,
watched it twice?
Yes.
Whoa. The first time you probably were forced into because of school.
Yes.
All right, it was the
Y'all
second
watched
time.
that at school?
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Baldwin made us watch some shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
I,
they
mean, I
watched
went
it.
to some. Damn.
What did you watch the second time?
The second time I watched it like 2 years ago.
Whoa.
On his phone. It wasn't on YouTube.
Yeah, he was like, looked it up. He was like, look,
on his, doing work. He's like, let me finish up on this.
3 hours. Fuck it. Well, I got this.
Oh, you need to eat croissants now for that one. Oh, I had 300. You had
Starship Troopers.
I didn't know mine was gonna be this
and
laughed
Gone
at.
with the Wind. It's laughed at with the audience that you have here. Like maybe if someone else would throw that out there, I
Yeah.
thought, maybe, but god damn.
So 300.
I'm going 300.
I'll go with 300.
We've already
I want to
traded up and down for
Yeah.
the 300 at number 7. Did you have a hand up? Was that over? You can
Yeah.
chime in. You're not on camera unless you want to be on camera. You can come around here and be on camera. If you now look, now you hearing some stuff that's going against what you. At first, Los ain't want to be in, and now Los is like, wait a minute, now y'all talking a little too reckless on these titles. All right, let's do a little move down a little bit, 2 and 2, bang. Cool like that.
We tried the croissants. We're still waiting on the chocolate.
Yes, it's croissants.
Croissant? Here,
Don't try one of them.
try it.
Try it.
It's not bad. It's just dry.
Oh,
What the hell?
wow, he threw that.
That was
with
a
the
hook
hook.
shot.
Yeah, you see the hook shot. All right, we got Los sitting in right now, top 10.
What's going on?
What-
The only thing I need to say, and then maybe I can commentate a little bit later, is why is 300 so low?
Oh.
Low meaning close to, or you mean it'd be higher up, like in the top 5?
Without a doubt. And the reason why I would say 300 should be higher is because it's genre setting. Before 300, there was no movies like that. There was movies about Roman empires and gladiators and things of that nature,
Mhm.
and you could say Gladiator kind of sparked the genre of that sort of brink. You know what I mean? But 300 wasn't a war movie, but Gladiator wasn't really a war movie, but 300 kind of sparked that genre of kind of or almost brought back like a grindhouse style of blood and gore.
You gonna say the cinematography or
You know what I
like
mean?
the styling definitely changed after
I
300.
mean, you got to think after 300, there was such a successful series of Spartacus. It was almost like 300's little cousin. You know what I mean? So
then
I
it
just
kicked
feel like
into the pit, and like everybody does that slow mo like videos and everything. Start using that move after
And
that.
that blood, like the blood shot.
Now, what I will say about your
There's
argument,
even also just to go a little further, even the way that the industry prepares people for movies, they kind of adapted the whole 300 training style for people like in Marvel comics and everything. So I just feel like, I feel like that right there alone, you know what I mean, should make 300 just from an impact on the industry itself. You know what I mean, should be a lot higher.
duly noted. And the thing that it may still climb. Our first list, what we do first is we compile just 10,
Yeah.
and then we argue
Oh, okay.
positioning.
Alright.
No, I mean I wanted to hear the whole argument first before I had
Alright,
said that. I
cool,
wanted to
cool,
like
cool.
actually get that because, like I said, right now it's about landing on the 10.
Mhm.
And then after that, it's the fight for,
I agree.
okay, do we have those feelings about it? So, great point. And 300 might move up, depending on some of the stuff we throw in here, too. I mean, we have to hear these other titles as well.
So number 6
Number 6.
on
Is that me?
James.
I said Terminator.
Mm.
Man versus machine. The never-ending battle going to the future, the past. No, they only go to the past, but then it's set in the future.
Yeah.
and then watch it.
So they set it all in the future, just go back to now. So it's just a present movie.
Okay,
Second.
Number 6, I had Alexander. I'm a big fan of the movie. Was cool, but I'm a big fan of just the concept of attempting to do a movie about Alexander the Great. Again, I'm a big history buff of that era between Greek and Roman times. Basically, anything that happened before Christianity.
Romantic book movies like Gone with the Wind. But
yeah, you like Gone with a Win.
the book.
Oh, boy.
I read it for
But
you.
yeah, I roll with Alexander on this one.
My number 6 was Star Wars. That's where I put Star Wars on there.
I didn't put it on the list, but
I had to pick. I mean, Star Wars.
I
They're
mean,
still
yeah,
going.
Star Wars has some of the best dog fights.
and they're still around. And just new ones solos out. I mean, not all of them is about like that. And some are like origin movies and stuff, but the overall concept.
it
of
has
Star
such
Wars.
a strong like storyline that's been going on for years. I mean, it's a pretty solid war. Terminator. I see. Did anybody else put that on?
I
there?
like Terminator. I mean, I like the
Because
machine.
I understand that there's a war going on, but I never felt like I was
Outside,
in
okay,
the
safe
war
for-
during Terminator.
Well, yeah, but they're preventing it because they went back in time.
And is this one the one with Christian? Which one is the one that you're talking about? That's not the one with Christian Bale.
No, when it came
Well,
to
it's
mass,
anything like
when it came to like mass series, we just clumped
I
the whole
feel
series
like,
together.
yeah, I feel like when Terminator became a war for me, it's Christian Bale.
that was the new, and that was
That's
only
what I
one
felt.
movie though. I think.
Mm.
Or did they make a second one?
Like with war, like with Planet of the Apes, almost every movie has some aspect of the war life. It might not be the battle, but you might see like the lifestyle the apes or the humans are living mattering on who has control at that point. And it's still like a wartime scenario. With Terminator, it's like shit for the one movie, shit was normal. It was this Terminator just fucking shit up and taking people's shit for half the movie.
Wait, what?
But the first one,
I think it was the second one.
The second one was
No, the third one for real was the one where I'm like, yeah, this isn't even about war anymore. I'll just run around fucking shit up.
Yeah, that's whenever right before Skynet starts, and that's when they're just like they hit the bunker and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like the last one, they went back in time to try to prevent it all, but then it started up a new time. It's like they like made another timeline.
Also, I
I'm like, this is getting a little too much.
I also love this. To your credit, after I stopped watching after 3 because there was that weird one in between the new one and 3 where Arnold wasn't in it, and I was like, fuck it. Because after they took Arnold out, I'm like, well, I'm not watching this.
they had the one with the female and
Was it
Yeah, that was
was
a
it Genesis or
female. Yeah,
something?
that.
Terminator Genesis.
Star Wars is the only one
This
to
is a
fight with
TV show or something.
lightsabers. Like,
I
come on,
say
man.
Star Wars.
I wrote with
It's the only
Star Wars.
one with lightsabers. Come on, man.
I'll go
No
with-
guns, man. So now they got the little guns and the little.
Yeah,
I'll
bro.
go with Star Wars.
He really doesn't want to, but he was one of the people that thought of Star Wars
Yeah.
when we even brought up this. So
I mean, like it was like, oh, there's wars in it. It's like, well,
it has war in the
Yeah.
And
title.
the name,
So Star Wars at number 6.
So we about to hit 5. Before we go down to 5, we're gonna get this last piece
Oh,
of taste
shit.
test in.
some chocolate. in.
Oh, this should be good.
I think it should.
Cadbury
Australia
yeah.
edition.
They overdo the filling though.
Hey man, I like the Reptar bars
That was like super lime green. He's trying to be neat, like it's a
just
gift, like
wondering.
he's about to.
because he thinks he can reseal it.
Yeah, they say you can reseal it. I want to make sure. You know what? Because like I was just talking about the what's it called?
I'm not gonna put that on
Twizzlers.
something.
It's a lie.
Is it tape? Like I mean, not
No.
tape.
Really, man? I'm gonna say you better cut it. I'm not trying to figure out if you can
I
reseal
thought he
it.
was about to. Yeah, I did think he was about to reseal it right now.
See, this is what I was telling you about before. Like it was
Oh,
cold.
this is gonna look. Yeah,
Oh,
it
smells
was
so good.
cold
it does.
2 hours
I
ago.
guess. What happened? This one.
Oh shit! Just eat the whole. Ooh.
There we go. Bang.
All right.
Break another one.
I mean, he didn't sign up for this, so I wouldn't force him into trying this.
I'll try it.
This one don't seem as bad as they could put this inside of that. Shit.
Shit.
All right, so this is a
this looks
Cadbury
good.
Spider
That's what they
Choc
call it.
Raspberry.
All right.
Wow. Okay, so it's a
Ready for this?
Marvelous Creations.
lot of chocolate. Wait, there's something crunchy in it.
No. What?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, that wasn't mentioned on here.
It better be in more pieces than just mine.
You want more?
No, because I almost lost a damn tooth. When you get up to this age and your teeth is doing what my teeth is doing, you need to know when there's gonna be something crunchy the fuck in there. And that was like, I wasn't ready for that.
I
It
got-
says contains 68. So 68% of this is chocolate.
This is a nerve.
Yeah, it's a fucking
26% is raspberry flavored cream,
There's
and
nerds.
5% is fizzy flavored candy.
The nerd.
Nerves. I love nerds, but I need to know when I was about to eat. I was not ready for that.
You may another piece though, but like, yeah,
Oh.
there's a nerd in that motherfucker. And I sure didn't know either. Like my first piece had nothing. Then the second piece, I'm like, oh, I see what he meant. And if you didn't know that was there, which I'm happy I
What the fuck?
When my cavities are set up,
this was not meant to be
This is
broken
it
apart.
was supposed to look like a splashing, I guess.
Yeah,
or
you see,
something
there goes
on
the
top
fucking
of it.
nerds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whole 3 in a row. Fuck everything up. See? I don't play with you no more, James, and these damn taste tests. Unless you read the packaging correctly
He
prior.
didn't read it. First, like, this was in English and he didn't read it.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the back. I didn't think like.
All right, quick recap while Jordan dissects that. Top 10 war movies.
Wait,
Number
hold
10 in our first list round. You know, people understand that we go around and we knock things off the list. So this is just the pre-list. Number 10, Schindler's List. Number 9, Hannibal's Rome's Worst Nightmare. Number 8, Dead Men Walking. Number 7, 300. Number 6, Star Wars. And now we're getting into the top 5 war movies as debated by us. Shout out to all the viewers who who sent in their suggestions too. Again, it was on the Facebook page, on the Grandma Worldwide Radio page, as well as my page, Malachi Joel. And we've seen a lot of responses. A lot of people had their top 10s and their number 1s or 3 or 5 choices, whatever it was. Thank y'all for y'all participation. It ain't gonna help y'all now.
Number 5. Is it on me?
Yeah,
Yep.
Andy.
5 for me was Dead Presidents.
All right.
Okay.
That's where I had Planet of the Apes.
This is all right. I put Independence Day.
Nice. So I got Dead Presidents because I know Independence Day is gonna be higher.
Okay.
But Dead President is not on the list.
No.
And Planet of the Apes is still not on the list.
I put Planet of the Apes higher.
That's gonna be on him.
All right, well, we better hope they get in this argument because we're going.
Do you want them on there?
I was with the Planet. I had them at number 5.
I had him at 10. So
Yeah.
this is between
And then you had Dead
Did you
Presidents.
really think it was that low of a movie? Do you think it could
or
go-
the war
Like-
itself of wars and battles? That's what we're judging here.
Yeah.
So of all the battles that you're putting together on here,
there was
Dead President. What's the battle with on Dead Presidents? I mean,
life.
There
like,
was-
that damn hair on. That's what that battle is. And that damn temptation. I guess that's what the battle was for that.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing Dead President war movie.
Definitely not.
It's a heist movie.
It's a heist movie based on war times or.
But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's still with the social aspect of like coming back, being treated differently.
Get that.
And then-
But I feel that if it was like number 10 or 9, arguing that is like the top 5.
I feel like for it
Again-
to be a war movie, it has to have a battle.
There
Yeah.
was I'm pretty sure there was something in there.
And between the cops and them,
There's a-
that was the battle. The
I
bank
thought there was,
robbery.
like, maybe
there
like-
was a firefight, and that was when
I thought he
That was-
didn't he like
Yeah.
did he have some PTSD from that shit? Like he
there was another guy who got like chopped up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then that's when they hopped out the garbage and the whole 9 and did the little shootout and everything for the robbery.
No,
He was
no,
talking
no,
about-
no,
he was
no.
talking about at the beginning.
Guy that
Okay.
got like mutilated.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
So
So
I'm
there
just
was
saying
some
like
aspects, but I feel like in that same.
But to put it at the top 5, I don't
if
see
you're
it.
talking about like,
what are you talking
I
about?
feel like for your argument of it,
Mhm.
you'd have to probably put Forrest Gump in where you're trying to put that.
Oh shit! Is Forrest
Forrest
Gump?
keeps coming back. I keep telling y'all Forrest Gump was my number 10. But
I mean, yeah, if you want to, all right, then I can then argue. Like we can argue, but I think like if you say that if you put it on that same aspect, he didn't have that kind of like issues after war. He just kind of
Jenny did. Jenny
what's
was the one.
Jenny
Yeah.
and
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan went through
Yeah.
all types of issues.
Yeah.
See?
Are we,
You say Bubba, that was the whole like
Yeah,
shit. Like
Bubba.
half of the movie. Forrest Gump is a war movie. But all right, so number 5 spot, are we going? We got Planet of the Apes.
I can roll with Planet of the Apes.
Like I said, Dead Presidents to me, especially in the top 5 out of it.
Again, as I
All right.
say every week, my top 10 is my personal top.
Yeah.
He's the only one that lives by that. He doesn't even care the final top 10. He's the only one that still goes with his top 10 is the final. Like, that's how Jordan thinks. Like, all right,
This
so
is
we're
the
going
only
Planet of
one
the
that matters.
Apes. Well, the whole series. We're not saying Planet of the Apes. It could be Ward or whatever.
Those are a couple of good battles and shit.
Yeah.
Actual battles.
Yeah.
All right. Who's number 4 on?
Oh my god.
This is where you're coming with this bullshit. Oh,
Red Dawn for me, number
Okay.
4. That was a good
I
one.
seen something
It was
else.
over raids. Come on.
Okay, never mind. So
Red
Red
Can you
Dawn.
explain Red Dawn?
So you got that whenever that was during the Cold War. So you got
A war that
they
wasn't a war.
came out like they were like living in the Midwest or something, and then like the Soviets were like working their way internally and moving out east and west. but that was kind of like a bad idea. I think they were coming up through Canada as well.
And
But-
Mexico. Or that
What?
might have been the new one. I thought they were using Mexico in the new one.
They might have maybe the new one.
Oh,
they
they're
came
done
out from
with the
America?
kids?
Yeah, the kids,
Yeah.
and they were like Wolverines, and like they were just like they got all the guns, and like they somehow like they had like maybe a rifle or two, and they were at their family's like cabin, and then they like that's whenever they like the whole town gets taken over by the Soviets, and then they start taking out a few here and there, pick up their weapons, and it gets to the point where they like get enough arsenal where they fight back and they, you know,
I like it for the war in America on
Yeah.
American soil
yeah,
aspect because we've always watched war.
Yeah, we
always
never
did.
have
So
a-
it's like, oh, they're landing right out front of our house. Like right now, someone landed.
And it's a
That's what
fully-
it was.
And it's fully fictional. Like this is something that was
Yeah.
fully made up. This is-
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
It's for that, like for that. Just saying, what if it landed right here today?
Mhm.
Like, what would we do?
I feel like
So I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. It's like I feel like we would hold down.
We're on top. What are we on? Top 4?
Well,
Yeah.
I started off, so this
Can I
is
make a generic top 4 to compete?
yeah. All right, we'll let you
my
in.
number 4 is Platoon.
What?
Platoon was your number.
Platoon?
I didn't have it on mine. Again, that was Duke's number 1. You know,
I don't think
pick. I had Glory as my number 4.
Didn't he have like a Rolex wear? Didn't Denzel wear a Rolex in that movie on accident?
What?
Like for a
What?
few
That's
scenes?
hilarious.
That's
I know.
why. So is that why? Because we already talked that Tropic Thunder is the spoof for all war movies or a bunch of war movies.
Yeah.
Is that where when he asked for the cell phones and he said, "I ain't got no cell phones, I'm head to toe legit"? Maybe it's that. That's my like my favorite line. Where he's like, "Cell phones in the hat." And he's like, "I ain't got no cell phones. They ain't had no cell phones in '76. I'm head to toe legit." So is it him saying like I'm right on the timing that I don't have a cell phone because we're in that era? So is
Yeah.
that maybe reference to? Because I didn't know about the
I think it was just on accident.
yeah like probably Wars Watch.
Yeah.
In it. So I think that's maybe why they spoofed that part. I never knew that. That's basically known for Morgan Freeman, the black soldiers being still treated as slaves and still having to fight a war. That was more like how you were saying their presidents,
Mhm.
but it was the way they were treated actually in war.
And it was an actual battle.
Yeah, the actual
There
battle.
was a good couple battles actually in that movie.
And then the teardrop is with the Denzel role, the tear.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was epic.
Yeah, that was like, if it wasn't for that, I don't think Denzel would have the career he has.
Yeah, that was
Like, for real.
epic.
Like, So that's just where I'm in. Glorious is it's one of those movies that, again, and it's from that era where we shouldn't even have been in the war, but we were. It was just that. So we have Platoon, Glory, and Red Dawn.
What do you
Los
got?
is scribbling like the quickest list. Unreal. Like,
what is my number 4? Oh man.
that was what you start. You said, can I make a quick number 4? A quick 4. And then the number we're on, you were not ready for.
I was going from 1 to.
You have no war at the
But I think number 4 will probably be 300 for me. But I know we already covered 300, but I just feel like that's a top 5.
Okay, so that's for when we get around for
All right.
phase 2. We know where you're arguing.
Okay.
But so 4, you're out of it on this one because you're waiting for it to
All
come
right.
around for that.
Did I
So
start?
we have Red Dawn, Glory, and Platoon. Where do we see? Huh?
Where do you want? What do you gonna? Anybody gonna fight for?
I'm fighting for Glory. Like hands down, I'm fighting for Glory. Like again, it was one of Denzel's first roles. It was an epic role. It was again wartime and showing the treatment. It's almost like a Tuskegee type thing.
Yeah.
With me on that one.
I think Matthew Broderick in that one.
He was the soldier.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
See, so that's where I'm at with it. I don't know.
See, I like I said, Red Dawn for me. That was a big one.
I like the scenario of Red
I like
Dawn.
this. Yeah, I like that whole.
What would you do?
Like that movie to me is one of the movies where, like, at that moment, the people in the White House had to sit down and have like a mini meeting. Like, you know what? We never thought about this.
That's almost like toy soldiers.
Toys.
You would have been better off picking toy
Wow.
soldiers for that.
I was thinking that yesterday. I was like, I didn't want to say that.
That
Very
is-
interesting.
That would have been a better for me.
Toy Soldiers. If I'm correct, this is the one with Robert Williams LL.
What?
No, this was
That was the. I don't remember the dude. They were the little soldiers that were like
Okay.
genetically somehow like modified with like
Yeah.
not genetically, but they had computer
Oh,
chips
okay.
in them.
I understand
Oh,
which
that
one
was
you're talking. No. There was another movie. It was called like either it had toy in the name, or toy was definitely the theme. Robin Williams was a toy manufacturer or toy maker developer. He worked for a toy manufacturer who wanted to get into making more violent toys, but Robin Williams.
That
was a
may have
lot
been
more,
what you're thinking of.
What?
No, what he's thinking of is of a movie where there was action figures that
Yeah.
were.
I'm thinking there was like
I
young
remember that
kids.
movie.
They were like,
Okay,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
there was the like beast, and then there was the
Yeah.
like the dude with the like straight top cut.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I remember what you're talking about. I don't really know. That's like the loosest
This
definition of
one
a war movie
toys?
you've ever heard.
Yes,
Just because them
yes.
toys thought they was in war.
At
That
the
I
very
remember.
end, at the very end of that movie, there was a legit ass war scene.
Oh, it says when a military. Okay, yeah. No, the
That was like the Willy Wonka of war movies.
Yeah,
That was a Willy
But
Wonka
when
war
you
movie.
said that, I was like, that would be a real interesting take.
Especially being in the top 5. Like,
Yeah.
oh, everywhere would be pissed. We'd piss off a whole lot of people if that was the number one war
But
movie
yeah,
of all time.
toy soldiers. I remember what you told us when they weaponized those.
Yeah, the little.
I still think that was a different
action
movie.
Remember?
I thought
Yeah, it was
Toy
it was
Soldiers
Toy
was a
Story.
group of like the youth. I thought it was like a boot camp something.
We gotta pick a 4, yo.
Okay,
We'll get it.
Mine's Glory,
Oh,
Red
maybe
Dawn,
that is.
Platoon.
So you get the pick.
Yeah,
since
that
yours
was a
is-
group
since
of
you don't
young-
What's the one
have a
I'm
person
thinking
that's
of?
gonna
It's
pick
like
it. So out of our 3 picks, who would you pick?
it's definitely Toy Soldiers. What you're saying,
Oh, if I need to get Glory in the list, then I'm gonna say Glory.
That's fine.
but
'Cause I
Platoon
got
is
to
still
get
a great.
Glory
But
in
yeah,
there.
but I feel like I'm still gonna argue mine. So
If
I
I'm
am
being
gonna go-
extremely real too, I never saw Platoon.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna write Glory before I tell you a little bit. Make sure we get that vote. Okay. Now, Platoon was a dope movie too. That's where the scene in again
Small
Tropic Thunder-
soldiers. That's
Small
Small
soldiers.
Soldiers.
Small.
Toy
Okay.
Soldiers.
Okay.
They wanted to use Toy Soldiers, but it was already
Yeah.
the movie I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's
All right.
mid '98. Okay.
There we go. Yeah,
That
small.
that movie was lit though.
I remember the black little action. I remember that.
Yeah,
That was
what?
horrible.
They'll say it was action figures. That's why I was like, I know what the hell you're talking
It
about.
might have to make it at number 10. I mean,
Then what was
No,
the
I ever made it.
I remember being a kid and being disappointed. In
Yes.
the movie. I was
Yeah.
like, I thought this was gonna be different for some reason.
Yeah.
Then in that case, what about the other movie with the like the puppets when they were when it was
Oh no! You talking about the one with the?
it was like the puppet that looked like Tom Cruise and shit.
Fuck! I know what you're talking about. Oh
what movie are you? Okay,
Was it made by South Park?
no!
It seemed like it was made by South Park. It seemed like it. For real
well, it was
shit.
an actual movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was
America. Fuck yeah! They were like, remember
It
that?
was it was something. About
Yes,
the
I do
World
remember
Police.
Oh, dude,
Like to be
Team
that.
America,
Team
World
America,
Police.
World Police.
Yeah.
what is going on
That
with
was
us?
more of an espionage movie.
Yeah, that's
No, I'm just saying, like, if you gonna come out here with small soldiers, then damn.
Opens the door for everything.
This is
All right, we're in the top
I
3
might
now,
have to
people.
check that movie out.
Remember that. We need to do top espionage movies.
All right, top 3. We're in the top 3. Quick rundown one more time. Number 10, top 10 war movies. First listing. Number 10, Schindler's List. Number 9, Hannibal Rome's Worst Nightmare. Number 8, Dead Men Walking. Number 7, 300. Number 6, Star Wars. Number 5, Planet of the Apes, the series, I guess. Number 4, Glory. Number 3,
On you.
on me. Here's my Mel Gibson movie, Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Not Take Our Freedom.
That was up higher for me. I put that.
Motherfucker, we're at 3. Like,
Yeah.
like don't like you discredit them for putting it at 3.
That's still fine, but I had a 3. Planet of the Apes.
So you had no 3 because Planet of the Apes already on it.
Yeah. So
That's why you wanted to say that.
My number 3 was Infinity War. I know it just came out. I know that we can't necessarily put this. I know it would be.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So I'm about to get a spoiler on my own top 10 shit.
But
God.
I don't want to. I
Fair enough.
could explain without spoiling it. I think
I'm watching a bootleg. So
the great thing about Infinity War is the build up. You know what I mean? It's like
Can it be a war if you're only fighting one person?
there
But
was a
the
battle
enemy
scene.
could
At the very
the
end.
enemy could be big or small as it is.
And there was 2 armies against each other. So if that's the criteria, it counts. I think that there was also, like I said, the build up for it, the fact that this thing was so stacked, like so robust. You know what I mean? And they still were able to pull it off and please their fans. I think that puts it in the conversation. A great war movie. Yeah.
And the whole Marvel comic thing is big, like now. So we're like, I mean, a couple years ago, you would say that and like, wait, that's a comic. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it. Now it's like every 4 movies in the comic. So I do agree with its relevance.
I feel like they put all the Marvel movies goes together, so you kind of have to kind of like bunch it together because there's a lot of information from different that includes different battles.
At that point, you're considering you can
What?
put the TV show in there too. The Shield has a bunch of shit in there too.
Because that's a lot of
more espionage.
yeah, that's more espionage.
Mine was Saving Private Ryan.
That's
Saving
definitely-
Ryan's
I have a problem with that movie. I have no problem with that movie. I was about to say that right when you said that. I was like, I cannot say this line that quick right now. No, I can't do it. Dang. So Saving Private Ryan, I don't remember
I
that.
feel like it's out of y'all's too. Though. What was yours again?
Braveheart.
Braveheart and Saving Private Ryan. I think I seen Saving Private Ryan. The thing that I didn't like about the movie that even though it was great, the whole coward scene where he didn't save his homie, that turned me off. I couldn't watch it no more.
But like that shit, like there's some dudes that came home
Oh,
that
yeah.
let their homies die.
Yeah.
So, like,
and
I
still
was-
get glorified like, oh, you're a vet. It's like,
I just feel like it's 2 against 1. Go up there and get your homie.
yeah.
Like no, like I'm with you. Like that shit hurt. But that's one
and
of
that
those-
makes a good movie too when you have that, it sticks with you to something you just can't stand about
So
it
that's
or
what
a
I'm saying. It's
character.
definitely between y'all.
All right.
I never
I
saw
can.
Braveheart though.
I'm only
But
saying that once.
I can't speak against it
Okay.
because I know the significance of it.
Okay.
I'm saying, like I've seen the final scene, or at least heard people.
But you
reenact
haven't
it.
seen it either?
I've only
Oh.
seen it once, and I don't remember most of it.
God, what are you
Again,
doing?
me and Mel Gibson are not on the same.
This is
page.
pre.
Yeah, this brief.
This is BC, like before BP, before Passion. Mel Gibson, like you like him then.
Yeah,
It's everything after this iffy. Like, come on now. Like, Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson is the man.
Yeah,
God.
I can go with that.
All right, but I can wait because I know you have it out on this. I can hopefully. Well, I don't know if it'll make it if we go out of this spot.
I'll fight for it here.
I'll fight for it here too. But saving, like again, when I even said Saving Private Ryan earlier, I'll fight for it here. I wouldn't be mad if he fights for Saving Private Ryan on a revamp.
All right,
I mean, I
that's
don't know who
fine.
he's gonna
You wanna
knock
put
out.
that as- we always
He's gonna have to knock
there's
out-
another one that you feel like that could even make it through 1 through 10. You throw that on like a side.
It's already on there. I got 300 waiting on the number 4 spot.
Let's say, you know, he might-
No, yeah.
I'm watching the number 4 spot. Just wait there. So are we going with?
I mean, we can't. Like I said, things will change. I'm not thinking Saving Private Ryan. Platoon ain't gonna make the list. Saving Private Ryan at least need to.
I know, and I'm feeling the same way, but I kind of like Braveheart's. Like,
I feel like when it comes to those 3 that y'all just mentioned, Platoon, Saving Private Ryan, and what's it called?
Braveheart.
Braveheart. I feel like at that point, there's a 1, but there's a 1A. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, there's not like that one is a clear cut better. You know what I mean?
but it's that position is both of them could have that position.
Uh,
So we're putting Braveheart right now. First round.
all right.
Number 2
James.
on James.
Lord of the Rings.
Damn,
Wait,
damn,
Um,
James.
This.
I would have went with you if you would have said the Hobbit, the third one.
Oh, the Great Five Armies. Fuck all that. It's got a whole fucking great ass like trilogy where they fucking fight and defeat Sauron. Yeah, come on.
I'm not with you on this.
I'm a
one.
Harry Potter guy. So.
Harry, no, fuck Harry Potter.
I'm not a Harry Potter guy, but I'm like I'm a Hobbit. I'm on the Hobbit before I go. To Lord of the
Listen,
Rings.
what's the issue with
Lord of the Rings is really just Willow revamped, and I'm a old school guy, and Willow is like the original that. But
Lord of the Rings?
Willow could have been on the list.
What?
You never seen Willow?
No,
I know you did.
Lord of the Rings was written before all that.
My number 2, which I just
You've never
noticed.
seen Willow. You don't know.
My number 2 is Independence Day.
Oh,
The good one.
It-
The good one.
I can't argue with that. My number 2 though is Full Metal Jacket.
Liz?
Beat him with the soap. and-
Actually, can I make a change? Can I make a quick?
Like,
Like,
the
the people ain't heard it yet, so they ain't no one seen the list yet. So
They
you
don't
just-
know what it is. You can just say it.
So I want to say I had Battlefield Los Angeles.
Oh,
that
you gonna
movie.
explain that one? You talking about the one with the aliens coming off the
And then get
beach?
dropped
Yeah.
down in it. Yeah, I seen the movie.
I thought I saw that shit in theaters.
The thing about the thing about it is you have when it comes to Independence Day, you have like what everybody would expect for people how everybody would expect people to react to aliens. You know what I mean? Like these fucking aliens come down. They got this advanced technology. The only way we can beat them is if America draws together all of our forces and all of our brain power, and we have Will Smith chisel chest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we have to have Will Smith. Where is William? You know what I mean? But I think nobody has, really do we get this like practical, what would the Marines do if they was thrust in a situation where they had one mission against this advanced technology and all they had was what the fuck the Marines got? You know what I mean? Like,
and then one dude was scared, and the other dude he didn't want to lead. He was scared to be the leader. I seen him. I seen it.
So yeah.
How dare you talk bad about Independence Day? Like, you make me like even looking at like, and that's my number one. God, that's my shit. I'm back. Like that's my movie.
Why you can't tell me shit about Independence Day. It was a great movie. You know what I mean? But I just feel like
I'll lean with you on the war aspect of it because the fucking dialogue and the storyline, the battle of LA was terrible to me. But the realistic half of the Marines having to figure it out, it was like probably the shining glories. That's why when he said this, like, you have to explain this. I watched that shit on the biggest screen. Like, I mean, but no, when it comes to what the Marines would do, like that's probably the most real. And because like, didn't they get like the base that was outside LA was not trying to help them.
No, it wasn't. So they had to like find their way and. You know, you not only are you trying to do whatever the mission suggests, but now you're catching snags because you want to try to save civilians. You got civilians that you have to arm now. Because you're like, look, man, we're getting dwindling in numbers. We got to give these motherfuckers guns now.
I always love that part of movies.
So like, it's just like, don't do that part. You know, just like, and then the part that really got me, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Neo's in the movie, so it's like, you know, so you know the actor's not gonna be incredible.
Speaking of the part that Neo wasn't the chick from the Fast and the Furious. In the
Yeah, she was.
But at the very end, when they get done whatever their mission is, and you think they're just gonna ride off into glory, you know what I mean? But maybe the CIA and NASA's gonna take over from here, and they just like, you know what? Nah, man, mount up, man.
They go back out.
Yeah, like we going right back out, and it just leaves you on a cliffhanger. Like, what they gonna do now? You know what I mean?
Die.
Like,
They gonna die. They got out of that first one, luckily. Now they going back with the same 8 civilians that they didn't even know. Now all of a sudden they got all soldiers.
Well, so you remember that on Friday? That's how it should have went. Where it was like 10 minutes later, he was picked out. The other person made it another 3 hours. Like,
it's just zoning out. Just see him still knocking them off. Well, at least they had the heart to go back in. Like, no, they had civilians on Independence Day too, and the civilian is the one who killed them at the end. Remember the little farmer guy?
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah.
He was little drunk dad. They got the makeup, and he made it from the National Lampoons. He was horrible.
Oh yeah, he was funny as hell though.
I know, but he was just like a horrible person. And now
he was basically the same horrible person.
Exactly. Until the only person who could die in that manner would be a horrible person. So it was perfect that he realized that. Okay, but I mean, we're at 2, and I have Full Metal Jacket, so I don't even know why I'm arguing that. Only because you went at my movie.
Full Metal Jacket deserved to be argued. It's not like your movie didn't matter. Like
no, I'm talking about the Independence Day part. I stopped arguing Full Metal Jacket and we got mad about Independence Day. I didn't even argue my number 2. Like, but Full Metal Jacket was crazy. Like that was a good one too. And they beat him with the soap and shit, and then he got crazy and he killed the damn commander at the end. Like that was a good ass movie. Crazy, but all right. So we got.
I'm Independence Day.
Independence Day, Full Metal Jacket, or even Battle for Los Angeles. Over Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Listen,
you got 30 seconds, James.
You got
it. Better have all to do with Smeagol.
It's all about you have the best. You got one of the best CGI at the time. You have like a lot of battle scenes. You got a lot of different things going on. Just in like just like war wise, and you get to see different fights. Even just like you got tree people fighting. Or
maybe I won't be able to reply.
No, you saying series overall?
Well, yeah, because we were talking about that as well with Planet of the Apes.
Instead of just picking one,
are you including the prequel?
If we want to,
I feel like that had the best battle.
I'm gonna say if you give me the prequel, then I'm with you. Because
why did they have the best battle? Why? Because they fought a dragon?
No, whenever he was homie that had like the oak shield or whatever that shit was.
Yeah. I guess when they had the great battle of the 5 armies, but
that shit was.
You just said fuck that one.
I did, and I'm still gonna hold it down because
So just know that.
It didn't mean anything. That was the battle that
that shit saved the fucking movie because we went through the whole second movie waiting for Smaug and they killed that nigga 30 seconds into the third movie.
Yeah.
Like that battle saved
the movie should have ended with Smaug dying on the second one because honestly, the book is like a fucking easy read. I can understand with the first and like
That's the other reason why I like The Hobbit, because I can't read The Lord of the Rings. That's just
the Lord of the Rings is the longest book. 1, 2, and 3.
But
The
you read
Hobbit-
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
I did not read Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
why y'all thought I read the book. I never read the book for Gone with the
Gone with
Wind.
the Wind is like a book to get a vasectomy to.
Oh yeah.
I've never read that book.
Jordan got a dog in here. We're gonna read it later on. He's on page 718. Hear him up there. First chapter done.
Got an audible. He's listening in his car.
17 cassettes.
Whose voice is on the audible though? That's the funniest part.
Hey man, if Morgan Freeman
Morgan
did it.
Freeman.
I was saying Morgan Freeman did it. I listen.
Nah.
That's like a book to make cream corn to.
Oh,
Eat it exclusively, no chicken. Just,
apologize for
just a
that
bowl of
generation who love it. My grandma, all of y'all.
Yeah, stop.
Y'all love it. We just,
Yo,
I did not say that. All right, so number 2 movie. We got to pick one of these.
All right.
All right, Battle for Los Angeles, Full Metal Jacket,
Independent.
Independence Day,
Lord of the Rings.
Third Hobbit.
Smeagol's
What?
Addiction to Rings.
That's what
Boosting.
happened. That's it.
It was a movie about a booster.
We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, it was a movie about boosting. That's what that was, and his addiction to it.
Oh, get out
So
of here.
shout out to Smeagol.
A shout out to Smeagol. He never.
So what are the nays and the 8? I like your argument for Battle. Number 2 of all times, I'm not going to put it.
Yeah, battle could be. I can argue battle in later. Like if you was here for the whole thing, and you hit me with battle in 10 or 9.
I don't like war movies, so I gotta go with.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So
Full Metal Jacket, Lord of the Rings, Independence Day, Battle for Los Angeles.
I'm gonna roll with mine, even though I know where yours is at. I'm gonna roll with 2 for mine and hedge my bet.
If I roll with you,
I don't know what happens after that.
no, because then I'm lost on my number 1. I leave my number 1 spot out, and then I'm stuck.
I mean, if you want, I'll argue with you because I don't think my number one's like a straight up. Like,
Ooh, how about to leave this to James?
What?
No, man. Battle of LA is 2.
Whoa! Whoa!
Y'all gonna
Damn!
put that for sure.
Damn!
I'd rather spend 10 minutes trying to get Battle of LA
Got
back
a
down to
lot going
7.
in there that could change.
Saving
it.
Private Ryan can be 2.
No.
No. So are we going? Well, see, you're arguing a
You
whole
think that
different
is your
number
one.
1. I'm not trying to go with your number 1. So did I give up my numbers?
I can say a movie I never.
My
seen.
number 1's already taken. All right, it's Braveheart.
So you're out.
So Braveheart.
Oh, see, and I can't let that be number 1, and that I ain't got no problem with.
You got something else different that you want to
This man could not.
I never seen this movie, but
I can't believe you got the hate on my number 1 like this.
Not. Oh yeah, it do come off, and don't it? Number 2 is but damn, Full Metal Jacket or Platoon. No, okay, I'll put Independence Day.
What? Wait, what's getting first? What? Hold on.
We don't know yet.
My first don't count.
I think there's gonna be a lot of reshuffling of this list.
All right,
All right, a quick recap before we do the number 1 on our first list. Top 10 war movies. Number 10, Schindler's List. Number 9, Hannibal Rome's Worst Nightmare. I thought you would be here for that one. No, I don't. Number 8, Dead Men Walking. Number 7, 300. Number 6, Star Wars. Number 5, Planet of the Apes. Number 4, Glory. Number 3, Braveheart. Number 2, Independence Day. And the number 1 war movie voted by us.
It starts with James.
Universal Soldier. No. Well, with John Claude Van Damme. No, fuck that. No, I Braveheart. All right. What do you want?
I had Glory at number 1, but it was already in there. So I'm gonna introduce Apocalypse Now, but I need to preface it by saying, or I need to post of it.
Sorry.
I never saw Apocalypse Now, but
You cannot bring that in if you've never seen it. Time out.
I know it's about this like sergeant that like goes. super
Los
crazy.
read the back of the DVD box, and now you've seen a movie. We're not going.
But I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was on like whenever I researched these, like it was one of the ones. I don't think I remember, even if I did see it.
I
Like,
think I seen like, you know how they play movies on like Saturdays and you start to watch it, but like the commercial comes on, so you lose interest. So I
It's
guess you
one
can't
of
say I
them.
saw the whole thing. You know what I mean?
That one
Like,
had Martin Sheen, I think, in there.
yeah.
My number 1 was Tuskegee Airmen, the original movie.
Mm.
I had no problem with that. Since you're the only one that has the number,
That's some bullshit.
no, he gets it on the list. Now we go into argument. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah.
All of our things are on the list. So number one is Tuskegee Airmen as of right now. And now let the debate begin.
Can I fade off? Can I sign out after helping y'all shape your
You
list?
want to help? Well, you
Well,
need to
no,
fight for 300.
I gotta.
Well, 300 to make the list. 300 made the list. The
It
argument
made
is
it.
to make it higher.
Okay.
Yeah, I just
All right.
wanted to make sure that it made
Top 10 war movies. Number 10, Schindler's List. Number 9, Hannibal Rome's Worst Nightmare. Number 8, Dead Men Walking. Number 7, 300. Number 6, Star Wars. Number 5, Planet of the Apes. Number 4, Glory. Number 3, Braveheart. Number 2, Independence Day. And number 1, the Tuskegee Airmen. Debate.
All right,
well,
Tuskegee Airmen
Not all at one time, people.
should be like number 10.
What's your trade? Is which?
Well, hold on, wait. We all can put one more back in that didn't make.
I was say that was the thing. I was like, then when you come with that rule, like we all just
True, you
to
could.
say what we're gonna try to argue in.
Yeah, whatever you argue in
Let's start with
is going to
that.
knock something out. So
Mine's
just know
Saving
that.
Private Brian. That's off the top.
Saving Private Ryan.
Where at? Or do you?
Are we just like those?
We're
that's
just saying
yours?
them?
Yeah, I would just say what we're gonna argue. Right?
And then we'll decide out of those what even can make it. I'm gonna say Lord of the Rings still.
Okay, so you just wasted yours. All right, Malachi.
I don't even know if I'm going to argue one in. I
You
kind of
want
just
to?
want I want to
You want
shuffle
first?
it more than I actually. Full Metal Jacket would be the one that I argue in,
All right.
but I'm really not.
Out here to get any of these off.
No, I will argue Full Metal Jacket
Okay.
even against one of my own.
All right, what's up with the?
Do you have anything that you want to get on?
Infinity,
Get on.
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
All right.
Okay, so now we know our debates.
Now-
Okay,
Well, now we just gotta figure out what's worth losing.
even though Dead Men Walking it made the list and that was my choice, I'd rather Full Metal Jacket be on the list, me
Okay.
per se. So I will. It can go higher than where
Oh,
Dead Men
yeah, if you
Walking
wanna
is,
go
but
ahead.
I would definitely want to replace it if that's with it. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
I agree.
So Full Metal Jacket in place of Dead Men Walking.
For now.
Yeah,
For
I'm not
now.
gonna.
All right.
Like I said, the position could change, but like I understand where we're going with this. I'm in the same boat for Hannibal. Like I could lose Hannibal for
Oh, so you're gonna lose
Saving
Hannibal?
Private Ryan. Yeah, for
Okay, and then we'll reorganize that.
and for me, it's just getting the information out there about Hannibal. I feel like a lot of y'all should look it up. Like I said, we talked about it. People listen. I am not worried about it not making the list.
I
It's
do. I am gonna check it out though.
I think we could lose Schindler's List for Lord of the Rings.
I'm
What you're not going to do?
I agree with him.
Oh,
I'll take your movie before I take this movie.
Infinity War.
I will take out Schindler's List because it's not a war movie.
That's
What you mean? The movie is based on the war and the concentration camps and the list of people he saved from what's going on in the war.
But I think it is more of a focus on bringing awareness to the Holocaust because up to that point, there were a lot of people who just thought it was a myth.
It would have been weird living in that time because I've heard about that, but it's the idea of people thinking it was a myth.
True,
I think
Like,
it,
I
I
know that there were a
mean,
bunch of Japanese people,
but you don't have. I still think that was like everything around it was based on like the war shaped everything in that.
I mean, I saw
Like,
it. When I saw it on as a kid. It was like a
I
special.
read the.
No, I saw it when I was a kid as a special and on TV or whatever. And the thing that I took away from it was the Holocaust was real. I didn't take away from it. There was a World War II.
I agree. I understand where he's going for.
I get that. I don't see how you like. Don't see that like that it was a war. Like, because half the dialogue and everything still were the decisions made in the war, which led up to the decisions made for the concentration camp. Like, it was all. Wait, what are we? Lord of the Rings for that? That's the argument. No,
yeah.
no,
But
wait.
you were making out Dora and Schindler's List.
No, I wasn't. We were making. No, I was not.
Infinity
No, I wasn't.
War.
I'd rather the argument that's coming from you for Infinity War.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, fuck
That over like. No, I'm not hearing.
You
Lord of the Rings.
got the battle
Nah,
for
if we're
Middle
going-
Earth. the biggest battle. He got Sauron. He's just a big guy that's looking around, but then he manifests into a body. He becomes
All I
a
know
giant
is on the
being.
Family Guy
Gets in that
episode, he
book.
lost his contact, and that nigga
Very
couldn't do
end.
shit.
What?
The Family Guy episode, he lost his contacts, and he couldn't
Yeah,
do shit.
the clear eye. I got it.
If
I would go.
If we're trying to take Schindler's List off, I definitely want Infinity War.
I'll take
That's
it.
what I would go for that more than I would go for Lord of the Rings. That's just me. If I'm gonna lose this argument, it's gonna at least be to that.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna tell you that much now.
I'm with him.
Schindler, you didn't make the list. Damn.
Schindler didn't make the list.
I tried. I was trying to be Schindler and they cut me off. See, I tried to do my. Oh my goodness. All right, so in Infinity War,
Mm-hmm. So now it's just rearranging things.
movie I haven't even seen.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's not. But
Let's see.
all right, so positions that we have in now. The elephant in the room is Tuskegee at number 1 for me.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I've never actually seen them. I've seen Red Tails.
Nigga, do we go to the same school? They showed it to us like twice, like once in like elementary school, and I think once in early
He
high
was in
school.
Truancy Trouble during February.
Which way? Wait. Did they show it the second time?
During February, though.
9th or 10th grade.
I probably did watch it. I just don't remember. It wasn't as memorable as.
And no, actually, no, I'm wrong. You know what? You were gone because they made us watch the old one when the new one dropped. So it's
Okay, yeah, that was probably 20.
So it was my senior year. No, because the new one dropped 2012. So it was
Yeah.
like 20.
We talk about
11,
people
yeah.
getting up in the middle of segments, and I want to do it, but I'm not.
Oh
I
shit!
want to check something on the thing, but okay. So yeah, for me, Tuskegee Airmen, I don't have no problem with being on the list. I did go for Red Tail, so I mean, I'm in the same boat.
I'm saying we swap
Is Red
Saber
Tail still on the
Private
list?
Ryan.
No,
No, it's not.
I say we swap that Saber Private Ryan with Tuskegee Airmen straight.
The Private Ryan still
from 9 to number 1.
Whoa, fuck that! First off,
Saving Private.
that is not gonna be number 1.
It's D-Day.
I feel like
It's like the most historic day in military history for America.
I think another one.
For you, I mean, the most historic day would be which one I'm around for.
When they
In my lifetime,
Nigga, American Sniper didn't make the list. That's the only thing you've been around for.
Wow, you know another one we forgot.
Black Hawk Down.
Like no one really. Black Hawk Down was one no one mentioned, and Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor is not a war movie. That shit is like a romantic comedy wrapped up in like they.
oh, that's the one where we come back and he goes with the brother's girlfriend now, and yeah, that's like more After
It
Effects.
is.
They fucked that movie up to me. Like
It
Pearl
was
Harbor
a-
should have been a real war movie.
I'd rather
Yeah.
one with what's his name trying to be a damn scuba diver be on there.
Oh shit!
That was a war against
Cuba Gooding
racism
Jr.
and equality.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba
Five steps.
Cuba Gooding Jr. in that
That was
movie.
Cuba Gooding.
Is that the one where he was like the cook?
And he wanted to be a diver.
Yeah.
And
He
his
was
first
a
black
Coke
diver.
and
Like
Bubble Boom
that was,
actor.
huh?
He was a Coke and Bubble Boom. He was a
Oh,
Coke
for
and
real?
Bubble
Yeah, he
Boom.
was.
That was also the
Brother got to get a job in the movie. Just
No, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s part in Pearl Harbor.
Come give me a job
Shit
in
out
this
of me.
movie.
I'm like, I don't get it now. Like I fully was like, you have me. They were paying attention to you as much as the main cast, and I don't get it. Like I understand, like you're in the ship when all this shit goes down, and I'm like, you're trying to escape, but that was probably the most war thing about the movie was this nigga's part.
That was the token right there, though.
Yeah.
But I don't like Tuskegee Airmen at number one.
Again, I already gave all the.
what would you swap? He said he would swap Private Ryan for
I
it.
think so too.
Okay. What's your swap?
He's trying to swipe shit from off the
No,
list.
he ain't swiping nothing off the list. Well, no, didn't you?
All right, so we want 300 up higher. I can definitely see that.
I'm not putting it one. I'm swapping 300 for.
She said,
I'm swapping 300 for Braveheart in my eyes.
Whoa, hold up. Whoa. I was saying, like, all right, Braveheart's top 5. So we're going to start it off there. Okay. Braveheart is.
To me, 300 is more top 5 than Braveheart, and we're already getting rid of Tuskegee to put Private Ryan up.
This is like one of the bloodiest movies during that time.
And
Braveheart is pretty significant.
Braveheart is a, yeah.
It's going against.
like,
Like,
what
one
is
of
this
the-
war? Or is this blood? Because I can get you some.
It was war.
It was war.
Oh, he said it's the bloodiest movie of all time. I'm
No,
like,
no. During that time, it was one of them.
I was like, I can watch Jaws 35 times. That's
Oh,
bloody.
that's not.
War on land and water. Let's get it. Start off.
Surfing.
So are we? We're admitting that Tuskegee Airmen should be number 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, that was on y'all on how that fizzled out. I just wanted to
Now, okay, so Tuskegee going to number 9.
Okay.
This is like the third time this has happened. Like I remember one
We gotta
time
hurry
James
up.
got something wild at number 1 for 30 seconds one day.
It happens like that sometimes. And Saving Private Ryan.
It's not going at 1.
Nigga, Braveheart's not going 1.
I didn't say that. I said it was top 5. Worthy.
I'm gonna be real. As far as our list goes, when you look at the movies that are on our list, Private Ryan is better than those movies.
What?
As far as
300?
I would say
Star
so.
Wars?
It's better war movie than
It's
Star
better
Wars.
natural war, like
If you
you're
were
going
talking
with
about
just
you're
war.
talking war.
I think
Like,
I
I don't know.
Again, I will with Planet of the Apes as my fictional war movie over Star Wars.
Private Ryan, you got. Am I saying this right? That's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That was Tom Hanks. There was, I think, I don't know what the dude was his name, but he was like, I don't know.
Was Vin Diesel in that shit? Am I
Might
not-
have been
Vin
a-
Diesel.
I think it might have been. I don't think he was a main character, but I think he was like a.
I think he was.
No.
Vin Diesel in war movies,
I do
right?
not say I've
Oh,
never.
Vin Diesel. I'm thinking Vin Rains.
Uh,
What is Vin Rains in the war?
nah, I think Vin Diesel was.
I think it was like an
Oh,
early.
yeah,
Vin
yeah.
Diesel.
I was
Early-
back when he was doing, what was the movie with the eyes?
Riddick.
Yeah, it was like the
Riddick.
Vin
Yeah. You want to talk, but that was a war.
We're not going back
We're
to
not
this.
starting with you.
Chronicles of Riddick. That was a war movie. Technically.
Chronicles of Narnia will make the list before.
That actually would.
Full Metal Jacket, I like higher up
It was a
too.
war scene in Chronicles of Narnia. Chronicles of Narnia. I ain't gonna stun on that.
There was like a.
I mean, if we're stretching it that far, I mean, we can argue.
Yup. So, Saving Private Ryan. I like Full Metal Jacket higher too, but this I already
It's
traded.
between- Again, man, I'm telling you, swap out Full Metal Jacket for Braveheart.
Ooh, you might get me to do that. I could put Saving Private Ryan number 1. Leaving Independence Day. Full Metal Jacket. I don't know. Y'all ain't.
I don't like seeing it as number 1.
Man, you have not said anything about what you think number 1
Well,
should
number
be.
1 could be.
Until I hear that, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. None of these. None of these feel like they're number 1 worthy though.
Not even Private Ryan.
No.
Really?
Full Metal
It
Jacket.
was an alright movie.
As far as our
If you
list,
want to I wasn't gonna fight any like some others or more accurate.
of our list, who is your clear cut one? If you just close your eyes.
Saying that Braveheart's not that
Braveheart
accurate.
was my one.
Braveheart is not that
It's
accurate.
a number 1.
It's not that
It's
accurate.
fairly accurate.
It is not that accurate. First thing, them niggas didn't die like that.
If,
Yeah, they
if
did. What do you
something make it,
mean?
if something make it on screen, they sauced it up. For sure.
Yeah.
They're not giving you 100.
They're definitely listen. You're talking the sword battles are still happening, and then
Where?
What?
At the Olympics with the fucking-
During that time, whenever Braveheart was running.
I could
Going against
move
England.
Independence Day.
Well, hold on. What's going on?
This is where I don't know what you want because something's going to go down.
And I'm trying to bring 300 down.
Bring it up.
Go up.
I would. What else I could do? I could shift both of these two down and put 305.
See, and I still would need.
And at that point, I can move. Like I can see these two being 5, 6, and these two being 7, 8.
You know what?
I kind of could agree. I can see
We can drop Planet of the Apes and Star Wars down. I'm fine with that.
And
Planet of
this,
the Apes and Star Wars move up 2, Full Metal Jacket 300 move down 2.
Mhm.
Leaving
That's fine.
300,
And
leaving
is it the
300
same?
at
The
5.
same two. These two are
Same
this is-
order.
Okay.
So it'll be 300, Full Metal Jacket, Planet of the Apes, Star Wars.
I think I could sleep tomorrow and get this.
I love the fact that he works overnight, so it's like a sleep.
I know, because I'm like, what the, so you're going to stay up all night freaking out about it.
Freaking
But
out.
tomorrow you're probably like, that's weird. So, no. All right. So it's 300 at 5,
Yeah.
Full Metal at 6. Planet of the Apes at 7. And Star Wars at 8.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I could. If we leave the rest, I could live with the rest.
All right. Are we ready to say this as the final list?
Can we hear from the top?
Yeah, let's get it from
Top
the
10 war movies final. This is the final list, people. We finally made it through the debate in time for James to make it up out of here. Top 10 war movies. Number 10, Infinity War. This newest one on the list. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I will one day. All right, number 9, Tuskegee Airmen, or the Tuskegee Airmen. I don't remember how the title was.
Also, ain't Red Tails.
Damn, as long as it ain't Red Tails, like
I need
it's-
originals on this one.
damn. All right, number 8, Star Wars. Number 7, Planet of the Apes. Number 6, Full Metal Jacket. Number 5, 300. Number 4, Glory. Number 3, Braveheart. Number 2, Independence Day. And the number 1 war movie, Saving Private Ryan. There you have it. If you don't like anything we chose, hit us in the comments on the Facebook page or on the YouTube channel. We'll read them. I might even like them, but it's not going to change much. Next time, chime in. Anybody else got anything to say?
Nothing else. Real quick before we go, I guess we all like the chocolate more than we like the
Oh
croissant.
yeah, let's get a little. Since we did a little taste test today, we got Cadbury's Spider Marvelous Creations chocolate raspberry with some bullshit nerds that they didn't tell you about until you had to read the back. I apologize for all you guys.
That's your
but
job.
Yup.
To be honest, I wasn't mad at that.
It wasn't bad.
I wasn't mad. I just
Yeah.
need a heads up. Pit Dental, I'll be on my way because something just happened. I felt it change.
And Tonoli or whatever, croissant. It was a lie. It was a lie, but
Antonelli, we
This
got
man
issues.
Bro, he defended it for 10 minutes.
Yes, he ate one and act like it was the greatest thing in the
I didn't
world.
say it was the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, like when we were talking about it was horrible, you wasn't
I was
agreeing with us.
eating, I was chewing.
It was number 3 on his top 10.
This is something that you. It's something that your grandparents give you to teach, like the life lessons, like the moral of life. It's like sometimes you don't always get what you want. See, you see a lot of chocolate in the beginning, but you get disappointed.
Yeah,
Like,
you get disappointed. Now you gotta eat it. See, your eyes is bigger than your stomach. You thought it was gonna be, now you wanted it, now go and eat it. You didn't know it was diet or healthy because it didn't really have no damn shit in it. Like, oh man, that's the driest chocolate has ever been in my life. Like, I've had chocolate.
The thing was, it was still kind of moist. It was no chocolate.
It was a little bit. What's that little?
need a little milk to go with it.
There's I guess that's the cream. Like I have a little piece of my bread that looks soggy, a little bit.
I was
Soggy.
thinking, that was my full blown thing. I was like, I saw a little bit of chocolate. I never saw the cream.
At all. And you still don't. Like it's been absorbed in half of the bread. Like,
So what's
Yeah.
good? Do you get these like shipped to you or stuff like that? Or,
I don't know where those
these,
come
like
from.
random things. That y'all
Now
do?
those were shipped. I know those
this
were
came
shipped.
from Australia.
Mm.
Shout out to Cadbury, how they do y'all thing down in Australia. Shout out to Australia viewers and everybody tuned in.
The
Yeah.
croissants came from hell.
If
Yeah.
somebody
It
gave
is
this to me,
actually
I would-
Italy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Italy on this one, I guess.
Mm.
Ripping us off on extra virgin olive oil. And now
This
the
would
croissants.
probably be good in a smaller size.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no,
And then they broke it up. Blade.
their way of breaking those things apart are
Yeah, yeah.
slow.
Yeah, with the
Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't have to do that. If you're gonna make it out of chocolate to share, make it so that we can share.
yeah, because you can't share pieces like
Yeah,
that.
no. If somebody
like a
got that, you'd be mad as hell. Like, hey, you got a bigger.
No, that means you got your fingers put on the whole rest to
Yeah.
cut out one piece like that. Means you touched all the damn
Well,
chocolate.
you have to use a knife to cut that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it to be in a smaller
Somebody
bar.
used it to make something else too, like maybe something like cheesecake or something like that. That might be out.
With nerds.
Well,
Mm,
never know.
I can maybe see like you like break it up and throw it in ice cream, but that's about it.
Yeah, ice cream would be cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, just get a heads up when you have hard candies
Yeah.
in a snack. That's all I'm gonna say. But
That's why we
appreciate everything.
for the taste test. But before we go, tomorrow's Rap Cherry, Jordan's gonna help me out on this.
No, he's not.
Yes, he will. BB Comes Thirst. Spin Benzai. I believe it's called Flashbacks.
That's in New Jersey. Yeah?
No, that is he's from Pittsburgh. I think he's north side. I don't know. I don't know.
We see how
And then Brandon Maseko, Dead.
I don't remember the name though. Oh, dead niggas. My bad.
Storage. Thank you. So that's the albums for tomorrow. We're gonna review. 2 of them are EPs. One's an EP mixtape. The other one's I just guess it's. I guess they're both mixtapes.
Man, all right.
But the other ones
We're gonna
are
act like this didn't just turn into a little Dicky song. just
It
now.
did kinda-
Like, this is
What?
It did kind of turn into a little 50 Cent.
There we go. Act like this just did turn into Lil Dicky.
Well, no, we've had to
I'm
figure out
fine.
how to get through because a lot of y'all like to just put the N words in y'all album names, like y'all Nas or something. So,
If y'all just go hit it, you know what
Or is it?
but no, he tried to. What was it, zagging?
Zagging.
I thought you were gonna go with that. I was all right
Alright,
with
okay.
you. Like,
Oh, because
I'm taking.
you got mad at one day. He's like, he's using zagging a little too much.
Yeah, there's a using it in place of and when need be, and then there's. He's not doing any Lil Dicky shit. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
I'm not doing Lil Dicky.
But-
No, I'm just. This is what the album's called. This is This is what it's called. I'm just giving you the proper name. You can look it up on
For
SoundCloud.
educational purposes.
Not as bad as that one stand-up comedian or was like improv where dude was standing up there, the white dude was talking.
That
to dude.
was Gary Owen.
It was Gary Owen.
Shout out to Brick
And then
Flair.
he had like the big black dude standing behind him.
Yeah,
he was
it's
like,
homie.
"Yeah, you whole big nigga."
Yeah.
And then like the white dude just kept. It was the white dude talking, but every time he wanted to say the N word, he would pause, and the black dude would say "nigga" to the dude he was
That
talking.
was Gary
to.
Owen. Shout out to Gary Owen.
That shit is some of the most uncomfortable, funny shit I've ever seen. Like, it's one of them things where it's like, I'm gonna sit down with my wife and see how hard he laughs.
I don't know about that one. That's a whole nother debate we'll talk about for other reasons.
But thank y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Rap Jury has come back. It's been like a month, and we might, mattering on how things go and how quick things go, y'all might get a little taste of Worldly Unfiltered. I know y'all been waiting for that too. So be back tomorrow. Thank y'all all for coming out. Thank you for those for getting behind the camera.
Thanks for
This man always got insight of great things to say. He's started one of the best off-screen arguments ever here.
Yeah.
The one, yeah. Shout out to my favorite color.
So believe me, I'm happy we got him on to have a little bit of argument. We have to get you on the top 10 that is like your
Passionate
forte.
about.
Yes, passionate. So
Not just summarizing.
you're trying to tell us about movies that you ain't watch.
That title looks dope. I think that title looks doper than the other title, so it sounds like it'd be a doper movie.
I just didn't want people to be like, yeah, mention that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
So,
this-
we'll be back tomorrow. Y'all see him again in about a week since he don't like getting behind the camera. Y'all got, hey man, shout out to him with the fresh braids though. Y'all only
Yeah,
got to see
ain't
him
no
with
shit
the,
talking.
Was that
about
in
no
like
folk.
is that celebration of Pusha T's victory or something?
Oh.
Nah, it's
Or
I
not
don't know.
victory, let's just say like
all
second
I know
round.
is he don't care. He got braids in 2018. He ain't worried about shit.
yeah, right. My naps work. My fro naps up.
That seemed like a Drake diss, but all right.
Oh, shit. Peace. And we still live. And welcome back.